Hello everyone. In this video, I will explain you about validation rule, its cases and the creation process of validation rule in Salesforce. So let's jump to the topic and discuss about validation rule in Salesforce. Validation rules are used to validate whether the data is right or not or according to the standard we have or not so that not anything can enter into our database. We want to the records to be created and the record should have values in a particular way or in a particular format according to the particular standard, and for that we will implement a validation rule on that object which we want to validate or which we want data to be standard. When the user enter the data while creating or editing a record, the validation rules verify that data holds a formula based expression that calculates the data in one or more field and returns the value of true or false. It also involves the error message to show to the user when the rules return the value true due to the invalid data. There are two cases of the validation rule. If false, the error will not show when we save the record and the record will be saved to the database. If true, the error will show when we save the record and the record will get saved to the database. Now move ahead and discuss how to create validation rule in Salesforce Lightning. So let's move to our org. So this is my Lightning org. Here we are creating the validation rule in Salesforce Lightning. So for this, firstly click on the gear icon. This is my gear icon. Click on that, and under this gear icon there are two options. First one is setup and the another one is service setup. Click on the setup option. Our setup page is open, and under this setup page we can see that two tabs are present on the name bar. First one is home tab and the another one is object manager tab. Click on the object manager tab. Our object manager page is open. Here we can see that lots of objects are present, but we want to select the account object which is already comes at the top and click on this object. Our account page is open. Now scroll to the bottom of the page. On the left side we can see that there is a validation rule present. Click on this validation rule. The validation rule page is open, and by the way, you can create as many validation rule as you want on a single object. Under this validation rule page, no rule is present, so we want to create the new validation rule, so click on the new button. The account validation rule page is open, and under this page we can define a validation rule by specifying an error condition and a corresponding error message. The error message is written as a boolean formula expression that returns true or false. Now fill the complete information related to the validation rule. Here first fill the rule name, and here we are filling the rule name as annual revenue check, and then click on the activate checkbox. Now scroll to the bottom of the page, and here we can see that there is an error condition formula section, and here we display an error if discount is more than 30%. This is the example of the error condition formula. Now first click on the insert field button, and the dialog box is open. Select the field, and here we are selecting the annual revenue. Click on the annual revenue and click on the insert button. Our annual revenue comes in the formula field, and after that click on the insert operator button, and the drop down list is open, and under this list lots of operators are present. Select the less than operator. Choose the less than operator. Scroll to the bottom, and here is the less than operator. Click on that, and now enter the value, and here we are entering the value as 5000. Annual revenue is less than 5000. Formula is created. Now check the syntax by simply click on the check syntax button, and here you can see that no error found message is pop up. So this means in this formula there is a no error found. After that scroll to the bottom of the page. The next section is the error message. This message will appear when the error condition formula is true. We are entering the error message as annual revenue cannot be less than 5000. After that select the error message can be shown at the top of the page or the field. Here we are selecting the field checkbox, and then select the field, and here we are selecting the field as a annual revenue. Click on the annual revenue and then click on the save button. After saving the validation rule, we can see our account validation rule page is open, and we can see the detail related to the account validation rule is shown. Now go to the app launcher and enter the sales in the search box, and click on the sales option. Our sales page is open. Here we can see that lots of objects are present on the name bar, and here we are selecting the account object. Click on the account object. Our account record page is open, and under this page we can see that already created records, but we want to create the new record, so click on the new button. After clicking on the new button, the new account dialog box is open. Now enter the detail related to the account. First fill the account name, and here we are filling the account name as John William, and then scroll to the bottom of the page. Now enter the account number. Here we are entering the account number, and then scroll to the bottom of the page, select the type, and after that select the industry, and then we scroll to the bottom of the page, and after selecting the industry, now enter the annual revenue. Here we are entering the annual revenue as a 4,000. When click on the save button, the error message pop up. Review this error message, and the error message is annual revenue cannot be less than 5,000. Now resolve this error. Now change the annual revenue value according to the validation rule. Now this time we are entering the annual revenue as a 6,000, and click on the save button, which is greater than the 5,000. After clicking on the save button, the John William record page is open. Now click on the detail, and here we can see that the detail related to the John William and the annual revenue is shown as a 6,000. Now move ahead and discuss about how to create the validation rule in Salesforce Classic. So for this, we move to our Classic version, click on the profile picture, and under this profile picture we can see that there is an option switch to Salesforce Classic. Click on this option. Our Salesforce Classic version is open. Now here we want to create the validation rule. So for this, firstly click on the setup option. Click on the setup option. Our setup page is open, and under the setup page we can see there is a quick find box. Now enter the accounts in the quick find box and scroll to the bottom of the page. Under the account object we can see that lots of options are present, and here we want to select the validation rule. So click on the validation rule. After clicking on the validation rule, our account validation rule page is open. Now scroll to the bottom of the page, and here we can see only one validation rule is already present. So we want to click the new validation rule. So click on the new button. Our account validation rule page is open, and under this page we define a validation rule by specifying an error condition and a corresponding message. The error condition is written as a Boolean formula expression that returns true or false value. Now fill the complete information related to the validation rule. Here first fill the rule name as account number check. So we are filling the account number check, and then scroll to the bottom of the page, and the next section is the error condition formula. First select the function from the function section, which is at the right side, and here we are selecting the function as a is blank. Now scroll to the bottom and search the is blank function. There is a is blank function. Click on that and insert selected function, and our is blank function is come into the error condition field. And now we want to insert the field inside this is blank function. Click on the insert field, and here we are inserting the account number field. Click on the account number and click on the insert button. Our formula is ready. Now check the syntax and scroll to the bottom of the page, and here you can see that no error found. This means our formula is correct. After that, now the next section is the error message. Now enter the error message, and here we are entering the error message as account number field must be filled out. Now scroll to the bottom of the page, and here choose the error location, top of the page or the field, and here we are selecting the field. Now choose the field, and here we are selecting the account number and click on the save button. After saving the validation rule, we can see our account validation rule page is open, and we can see the detail related to the account validation rule is shown. Now click on the home page, and we can see that lots of objects are present at the name bar, but we want to select the account object. Click on the plus icon. After clicking on the plus icon, all the tabs page are open. Now select the account object from there. Click on the accounts object. Our account record page is open. Now here you can see that already created record, but we want to create the new record, so click on the new button. Now enter the information related to the account. Now first fill the account name, and here we are filling the account name as Lisa. Now this time we leave the account number, and after that select the type and then select the industry, and after that fill the revenue, and here we are filling the revenue as 500, and then click on the save button, and the error messages pop up. Now scroll to the bottom, and the error message is shown as account number field must be filled out. Now resolve this error, and here we are filling the account number, and then click on the save button, and you can see that our Lisa record is created successfully, and the account detail related to the Lisa record is shown. Our account number is filled, and our account revenue is equal to 5,000. So with this, we have come to the end of the video session. We will see you in the next one.